program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Louisiana Raging Cajuns and the Georgia State Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Georgia State's head coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Raging Cajuns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Georgia State's offense will go on the attack first. There's the guy we believe is going to be a workhorse in this one. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Raging Cajuns offense will now get its first chance with the football. And it'll be Lunch Winfield running the show. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their 2nd drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Got his man on the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He's got the tight end. Good, strong tackle.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Caught behind the line. It's Wiles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. The Panthers will try to pick it up on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Slams it ahead. Stopped right there.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Takes the handoff. It's Reagan. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The give to the lone running back. There he goes. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back to throw, it's Winfield. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't set his feet.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Straight ahead, it's Butler. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, and he toasts the coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Caught, it's Johnson. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Reagan. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Finding some room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Working the ground game. Driven back.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. The run inside. It's Butler. Nice move to pick up yardage. Oh, he's still got more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
From the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, it's Butler. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Burrowing for yardage. Across the 15. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They'll run it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Brown wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Panthers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Fires downfield. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the run, fires downfield. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And the Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Brown will throw it. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. He's past the marker. Got a little grass. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the LSU Tigers.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking downfield, it's Winfield. Out wide right, it's Reagan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Johnson. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too. At that time, maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They'll run the counter. Quick step and go. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Brown wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Washington.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Plows through the defense. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out wide left, it's Wiles. Makes it, got enough space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Panthers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to get the corner. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Uh-oh, look out. Oh, he's got some space. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Drama has been drained out of this game, but not so for the playoff race. Let's take a look at the projected playoff bracket here in Week 13, and not much time to shore up that resume. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Winfield. Hauls it in. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on 1st down. Got a man. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Raging Cajuns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
The Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for...
Ball is loose. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He wants to throw it again. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Raging Cajuns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less.
Intercepted, number 19. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Hit as he throws. Gets rid of it.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Play action on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Butler. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. 2nd and long here. They'll run him again. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Yeah, nice job by this defense. I like it. Being alert, like understanding. We've already seen the QB run. Like, we're not surprised by this. Drop back, play the pass, have a plan when he takes off and when he scrambles to go get that sucker on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Winfield. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's taking the deep shot. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. The fake wants to throw. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. He's looking to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. After this, it'll be a wrap. Making the adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Fires toward the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives as hard as they